What's up guys, today we're hanging out at the factory getting some work done on our beautiful purple comp E36 car. Guys, just before we get into the video, I want to say I run no mid-roll ads on this channel. That's the ads that pop up during the videos because I myself get pretty annoyed at them when I watch the videos, and I want you guys to have the best experience you can while you're watching videos and don't have them interrupted. And saying that, the best thing that you guys can do to help me and pay it back a little bit is to hit that subscribe button. Obviously it helps the channel a lot as it grows. The channel's been getting heaps of subs lately, so thank you guys so much for that. Anyway, let's get back into the video. So as you guys can see, I've slowly been painting the factory and doing it up. It's now got this rad black around everywhere, just tidies things up a bit. Also started working on the offices upstairs as well. I'm pretty pumped about it. It's slowly come together. We'll do a full tour once it's all done. So a quick update on a couple of the cars. The Datsun 280ZX, I had a couple of issues. Not going to get into it, but this thing is now off the road, not registered, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of stuff to this car over the next couple of months, which I'm super excited about. So you guys should get pumped, including turbo, but also some other wee fancy things as well, which is awesome. The rotary E36 ute is currently chilling. I've put an O2 sensor in it, which is cool. Need to fix the knuckle on it, and we need to take it out drifting again, but first we're going to get it dyno tuned. So that is coming up in the near future. The T18 is going to be for sale, or is for sale, but me and Jordan are spending a day on that next week probably, and what we're going to do is get this thing absolutely perfect and track ready. I've got a bunch of things I want to fix up and do on it, and then this will be sold as a turnkey track ready car. It's so cool, man. I borderline do not mind if it doesn't sell. It's freaking awesome. I don't mind it sitting here, but at the same time, this back half of the factory is where all of the product is going to be for my business, so I kind of need the space. Hit me up if you're thinking about it. I have it up for $4.5 grand, which is dirt cheap considering everything that's done to it. I will have it up for a little bit more once it's all good to go, because obviously a turnkey drift car, especially one as cool as this, worth a little bit of money, probably be up for like $5 grand or something. But slide into my DMs if you guys are thinking of, if you guys are kind of keen for the T18. This thing's rad. But today, obviously, we're focusing on the purple M50 B30 turbo competition car, the E36. So we're going drifting in South Australia next weekend, really excited about it. COVID, as per usual, has decided to throw a spanner in the works. There's been a case here, just one in Victoria, and so the borders are kind of between here and South Australia are a little bit iffy at the moment. So cross all your fingers that that all comes together and everything's all good. I'm sure it'll be fine, because I really want to go to SA at Tailem Bend and compete. Had some good luck there, and it's just a fun track. But I've slowly been working on this thing, so if you can remember from the last video, the engine bay is looking super schmick. Everything is nice and tidy, really happy with it, so there's not a lot to talk about here. New flares fitted up front, we've got to fit on the other side as well. I've fitted a switch panel onto the interior. It's just way tidier, heaps nicer than what we had before. I also redid the wiring in the dash as well. As you can see, the door cards are off at the moment, and that's because I have custom door cards on the way from Burnouts Unlimited, the same people that made our valve cover that we have here. They do custom E36 door cards, 130 bucks for a pair, and they're like amazing flat sheet metal door cards, and they also fit with the two-step garage tow straps as handles. So we're going to be putting those on. Unfortunately, they won't be here for this video because they arrived this weekend along with a new diff. But we're going to be doing that. New oil we need to chuck in the car. We also need to check underneath and do a bolt check. I know the diff in this is dodgy as, but let's have a look at it and I'll show you why I think it's dodgy. So yeah, first things first, we're going to pull the car out and we're going to wash it because it's super dirty, and I hate it when it's dirty. So, we're also going to tidy up the boot here as well, because it's really, as it's open, it's all messy. So, and all this wiring, I want to tidy it up the same as what we did to the E36 ute. So really just some casual stuff today, but you know, it's all good fun. So first things first, we'll pull it out and we'll wash it. That was awesome. How good do these two look together? This thing's all nice and clean. It's really hot out at the moment, so that was quite an effort just to get this clean. Now we'll pull her into the workshop and start getting to work. Alrighty, so first things first, before I put it in the air, I'm checking out all the lights and making sure that they all work, because you have to have at least your stop lights working, which I have. Excuse the beeping, it's just my freaking voltmeter going off because I've left the car on too long. I put a stick that's pushing down the brake pedal because I don't have anyone here to help me, and the brake lights are both going, so that's all you need at the track, and then all of your indicators need to go as well. And I always have problems with this, so I'm checking it now, and we're going to wrap all these wires here in conduit to make sure that it's all good and everything's working, because the most frustrating thing when you get to the track is when these don't work and you're losing track time because your freaking lights don't work. So make sure that they go before you hit the track. Front ones, both indicators going, perfect. So now we're just going to quickly wrap that wiring in conduit, and then we're going to pull the car into the air. Look at that. A million times tidier. Much nicer. Just means the things are all nice and tidy and not flying around everywhere. Look at that chassis rail. That's crazy. This thing has been through the frickin' wars. Remember how we placed this whole rear quarter is off another car. You can see on the inside it's literally been cut and welded. Not so good, but from the outside looks great. It's a drift car, so it doesn't matter. And we've even run it along the wall and it still loves life, so can't be that bad of a job. I was going to spray all in here black, but just water blasting it cleaned it up pretty nicely, so I'll probably just put a little bit of paint on the rusty bits just to make sure that that doesn't get too hectic. Other than that, all good. Beautiful. Look at this. Damon's beautiful work in here. Love this fuel setup. Simple, effective. Alrighty, so it is another day. Something popped up yesterday and I couldn't continue filming, but hey, here we are today and we're filming again. We're about to put the E36 in the air, and my good friend Molly is here. Hey Molly. Oh hi. Oh hi. She's doing a nice big two-step garage mural on the wall, which I'm freaking pumped about. This place definitely needs a little bit of colour, a little bit of pop in its life, so we're in the process of cutting down the tyre rack. We don't need that anymore because we've got these rad shelving and stuff going up that can hold our tyres. Stoked on that, but we're going to put this up in the air, and great news for both you and me, a drift day has popped up with Keep It Red at Quarter Park, so we're going to take this thing out, a couple of pairs of tyres, and just make sure that it's all good to go for South Australia next weekend. Best way to test is to take it and actually drive it, so I'm a little bit excited, but that means we're on the back foot a little bit because we still have a couple of things to do. I haven't put this other knuckle in the right hand side yet, so I've got to do that. We've got a new drive belt that we got from Clickable Automotive. These guys are amazing. Always overnight parts to us. And they're always really cheap, great quality. Pretty much OEM quality stuff for BMWs. So Clickable Automotive, shout out to you. We've got to chuck the drive belt in. I've just got to bolt check everything, make sure it's all good. And then we should be pretty well sweet to take it drifting. So what a good time. What a good time this is. Let's get this car in the air. Alrighty, so car's in the air and we've taken the drive belt off, and I'll show you guys over here. So it's got some fraying on the edge, so I thought we may as well just replace it with a new one. Still looks like it'd have a bit of life left in it, but there's no point risking it and losing a track day because of that, even though I always take spare drive belts to the track. Booyah! New drive belt from Clickable Automotive, rad, and that's like 30 bucks, I think, not even. So super cheap, definitely worth doing it. So we're gonna chuck this in. I've had a look over everything else and everything just looks sweet under here. One thing that was loose, one of the gearbox bolts was loose, so I tightened that up. That's why we do the bolt checks. Everything else is Mickey, so super happy with this car. So we're gonna bring it down. I'll chuck this adapter in quickly, but I won't film it because I've already filmed the other side. You guys know what that's like. And then, I drained the oil as well, which is mad. Doesn't look too terrible, but had a bit of E35 content in it, which is what happens after, you know, many track days. running the engines when we run E85, so new oil and she'll be good to go. Hey Tara. Tara's here too. Everyone misses you on the channel, mate. Boom, just like that, the drive belt is in. Super easy. Literally just a 16mm on the tensioner there, undo it, well, pull it loose, and then I just use a diagram off Google just to make sure that I put the belt on back on the right way. I've also chucked this knuckle in on this side, so now we're both sweet, and I am now just changing the fuel filter. I don't use the normal BMW fuel filter on this because they're a bit harder to come by, so I just switched it up to a Holden VL fuel filter. Does the job perfectly, but you need to change them up regularly, which I haven't done. Luckily I haven't had any problems with this because E85 especially just has lots of crap in it, generally speaking, so you need to change your fuel filter regularly. So we've got another nice new filter here along with some new clamps. We're going to chuck that in, and we're already pretty much running late for loading up for the drift day, so we'll finish this up, get it on the ground, and chuck some oil in it before I start it. Otherwise we're going to have a big catastrophe and then we'll be sweet to go. Woo! New filters in. Always put new clamps on. It's like $4 or something for the hose clamps, and it definitely does make a difference because I always find leaks if I use old clamps, especially on fuel stuff. So new clamps, always good. But now we're good to go. Chuck this thing on the ground and load it up. Let's go drifting, guys. So freaking keen. And through the magic of television, just like that, we are loaded up and good to go. 2 pairs of tires, tools, just a minimal amount of tools. 45-minute drive to Calder Park. Just a chill day. Bit of testing. Got the toe plate so we can test alignment settings out, make sure everything's all good. Let's do this. We have arrived, ladies and gentlemen. So freaking keen for this. I love how run down this place is. I really feel like at any given moment zombies could just like climb over these hills and start eating us. It's like super apocalyptic here, but that means that we're allowed to drift here, and it's a very fun track to drift on. I wasn't even going to drift today, but then I realized there's a bunch of very cool people here driving and I couldn't help myself, so I have no self-control and I said YOLO, let's frickin' drive. Andrew from Clutch Kick Junkies, what a dude, man. Stoked! You keen? Have you been out?
Yeah, I've done about 3-4 laps.
How's it?
I got a bit of fuel surge. I'm just gonna chuck in some more fuel.
You're the king of fuel surge.
Oh, dude, I went and had a mad session, but those fucking tires on the wall just throw your eyes off, man.
Yeah, sweet. We're gonna get some tandems in.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Dude,
it, man.
I love this, man. I'm gonna get set up. Hard. See you, bro. Alrighty, team. We're in the car, and we're good to go. Always got the first lap jitters, so. Cheers, man. Like it's running super well. There we go. Sounds like it's missing a cylinder. It's making about 4 pounds of boost. quick look. Feels like it's running on less than ideal amount of cylinders, but also it's not making a whole lot of boost, so we'll just double check that everything is all good. It's probably something silly that I've missed, I assume. There's a problem. Loose clamp. Haha. At least it's an easy fix, so all good. Alrighty guys, so it's just a loose hose clamp. Should be alright. Now the alignment feels a bit wonky, but we'll go out for another run and then we'll kind of check that out. That's better. Woo! Feels good now. Woo. Sounds a little bit funky on limiter. Woo! Yeah, it does sound a little bit funky up top. Might be one of the coil packs. Freaking fun, man. Holy crap.
Right.
Yeah.
Something like,
I think it's one of the coil packs, yeah. I reckon it's one of the coil packs.
One of them's missing.
Something just broke. Alrighty, so we broke an axle on the E36, alright, with Jesse Scott. So we're gonna go frickin', hopefully the clutch holds on. Yeah, fingers crossed the clutch is all good, but this is, how many kilowatts?
340.
340 kilowatt S14 Sylvia. Hell yeah. just like that, we are on our way home. Our day is over. Once again, a rookie mistake on my part has ended what would have been a very fun drift day, I'm sure. 3 laps is how many laps we got before we broke an axle. I have many axles sitting on the shelf back at the factory, but I didn't bring any today. Why? I have no idea why. It takes me about 10 minutes to swap an axle out. They're literally just sitting there on the shelf, so I'll be lying if I said I wasn't bummed, but it is wholeheartedly my fault. Car felt alright. Definitely needs an adjustment in the alignment in the front, and it was slightly missing up top, but I assume that's, well, I'm 99% sure that's just the coil packs. So I'm going to replace all of those before we go to the dyno in 2 days on Wednesday. Yeah, bit of a bummer. Quite an expensive day in the end. Cost about $150 a lap today, so that's kind of what you get, I guess, with motorsport, but more or less that's what you get when you're a rookie like me and don't bring your spare axles to the track. Shout out to Jesse Scott for taking us out for some laps in his S14, and fingers crossed we have more luck this weekend in South Australia at round 1 of their drift competition season. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Even though we did a minimal amount of drifting, it was still good. It's still good times, you know. It is what it is. One day I'll learn. I think like 30% of all people that watch these videos are actually subscribed to the channel, so feel free to hit that subscribe button. It helps massively. Of course, we have no mid-roll ads on this channel, so I do that just to make sure that you guys have a comfortable viewing experience and can enjoy the videos uninterrupted. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, and we'll keep growing this channel, and then I can maybe afford a bunch of spare new axles. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.